This visit to Suriname is certainly a milestone. I understand that this is the first official visit of a World Bank Vice President to the country, and the highest ranking official of the World Bank to do so. So I wish to express my gratitude to the government of Suriname for welcoming me and my delegation so warmly, and for their support during the preparation of this visit. Earlier today I met with His Excellency the Minister Ragor Barsingh and colleagues in the Ministry of Finance and other ministries, and we discussed the World Bank support to Suriname and how we can take the World Bank support to the next level. And part of the reason for my visit here is to take this relationship between Suriname and the World Bank to the next level. So perhaps the most important announcement that I want to make here today is that we're very happy that Suriname has been granted access to the concessional arm of the World Bank, the International Development Association, which provides concessional financing for development projects. This will be the first time that Suriname is a member of this association. We are in the process of finalizing the process so that it can be formally recognized, and we are hoping that as of July 1st, we will have access of Suriname to a first allocation of financing. We estimate to begin with about $22.5 million of long-term, low-interest financing for Suriname for development projects. So we are very happy with that. And otherwise, we are very happy to have discussions about how else we can deepen this relationship. We've discussed a number of areas in which Suriname requires more assistance, and the first thing that I want to highlight is that we've been very impressed, positively impressed with how Suriname has been gradually emerging from a very difficult fiscal and debt crisis. They've taken many of the right decisions, difficult decisions, sometimes painful decisions, but necessary to bring the situation under control and stabilize the economy. And I want to again congratulate the government and President Santokhi for this very deft management during this crisis. And we would like to contribute to ensure that Suriname continues improving after having stabilized its economy. And we have discussed the possibility of helping Suriname in areas such as land management and carbon credits, and being recognized for being a carbon negative country, and keeping a lot of the forest standing. That's a very important contribution that Suriname is making to the global.
En één ding is duidelijk, dat de Wereldbank bereid is ons verder te ondersteunen. Ze merken ook namelijk dat ons herstelprogramma vruchten afwerpt. Ze merken ook namelijk dat we resultaten boeken. Alle macro-economische parameters die hebben we allemaal gehaald. Dat kent u inmiddels allemaal al. Maar nu is het belangrijk om de resultaten die we bereikt hebben te vertalen naar microniveau, naar het niveau van de samenleving, om meer verlichting te brengen, om ondersteuning te geven in de verschillende sectoren waar wij programma's uitvoeren. En natuurlijk zijn er nieuwe gebieden van samenwerking ook besproken. En een van de gebieden van samenwerking is namelijk the climate change. I'm just informing the media that we have discussed in our meeting to have further discussion and possible also new types of cooperation and arrangement in other types of areas where we think that the World Bank can play a very important role to my country. And one is the area of climate change. The impact of the climate change is tremendous in the world, but also for Suriname as a low-lying coastal line country. And we see the impact of the climate change in the coastal area with the rising of the seawater. We see it also with the droughts in the west part and the south part of our country. But we see also the heavy rainfall, which is causing also for flooding. The World Bank is willing to cooperate with my country to see what kind of possibilities are available in terms of study, in terms of technical assistance to support our country. Another issue is the issue of the climate financing. The climate financing is a challenging issue where we as small nations had supported a new pillar of climate financing, and that was the loss and damage, where countries are seeking for financing, and we are looking for modalities in close cooperation with the global world institution, but also with the World Bank, how the access of climate financing can be realized, can be eased, and can also be accessible for countries like Suriname and other Caribbean countries. The second issue is that we, as country, we are a carbon negative country, as mentioned by the Vice President, and we are offering to the entire world oxygen, and we do have carbon credits, but it is very difficult to have a carbon credit strategy designed as a small nations, and the World Bank is willing to discuss with us how they can provide technical assistance and getting our carbon credit controlled to remain carbon negative, but also to deliver our contribution to save the planet with a sustainable policy and strategy where World Bank is willing to look at it. For example, to design legislation on the carbon credit, to set up your national registry. Those are very professional activities where countries like Suriname with lacking of capacity can get the support of the World Bank.